Okay, welcome back to another staff video. Last one I covered the blade barrier. This one I'm going to be covering another move which is called the two-handed plum flower, which again is taken from the single saber move with the same name. And it's again the exact same move as the single version, just applied to a staff. And what that looks like is that. Okay, so if you notice, I'm doing the exact same thing there as I did with the single saber, just on the staff. Okay, and again, I'm assuming you already know how to do this, the different moves in this one move. So I'm just going to be showing you how to transition between those moves instead of just explaining again how to do each of the moves, if that makes sense. Okay. So again, I'm going to be starting in my right hand, towards my right. And I'm going to start with a figure 8 to my side. Now from there, as I go into the back section again, so you have your front and your back. Okay, so when you go to that back section, you're actually going to go into a shoulder roll, or what is known as the obi-ane, more commonly. And spend some time doing the move like I'm doing here, like spend some time in the figure 8, and then spend some time doing the shoulder roll, just so you familiarize yourself with those moves. Okay. Now as I come out of that shoulder roll, right here, I'm going to take the saber completely 180, okay? So my palm is facing upwards now. Okay, so figure 8, shoulder roll. And as I bring the saber vertical, I'm doing a complete 180 so that my palm opens facing upwards. Then I'm going to come in with my other hand and grab the exact same way above it. So I get kind of like that butterfly thing, okay? So you just come in and grab above and switch hands. From here you're doing a complete 180 of the saber, so now it's in your other hand. Alright, so you just basically just swapped hands from your starting position, okay? Now going this way now, you're going into an upward figure 8 with one hand. Okay, so that much again. You can start with figure 8. As it comes to the back, you're going to go into a shoulder roll. And as that shoulder roll comes out to your front, you're going to stop and do a complete 180, come in and grab above, and swap hands. And then do another 180, and now you're in your starting position in the other hand. And from there, you're going to the upward figure 8 on your other side. Now, from here, as this figure 8 comes to the front again, so front, you're going to swap to the other side now. You're going to do a complete 180 so that this palm is facing upwards again. You're going to come in and grab in the same way beneath it. Okay, it's going to feel a bit awkward doing it this way, but when you're actually continuing the move, it's going to feel not as awkward. Okay, so you're going to come in and grab below it, swap hands, and then again do another 180. And here is your starting position. So now you can continue the move back into the figure 8. So a little bit slower, figure 8, shoulder roll, change hands, upward figure 8, change hands this way now, and then back. And like I said, spend some time in each move, just kind of familiarizing yourself with it. So do like 3 figure 8s or something, a couple shoulder rolls, and then you can go into that hand switch to the other side, do some figure 8s on this side, go into the hand switch in the other direction, and then back. And the purpose of this move is to not spend time in each move, it's just to do it continuously so you get the effect of that. Okay, and that gives you the two-handed plum flower, which I showed you in the single version, in the single saber series. Okay? It's a fun move to learn. It's especially good combined with the last move I showed you. So if you do the two-handed plum flower, okay, as you go into that figure 8 to the back, you can go into the blade barrier with the staff, okay, which looks like that. Okay, now since this move also incorporates the downward figure 8, I can take this directly back into the two-handed plum flower just as easily. Okay, so that's just a way of combining the move with that figure 8 on this side. Okay, figure 8, two-handed plum flower. As I go into that figure 8, I can bring it into a vertical backspin now and go into the blade barrier. And as I come back into that figure 8, I can go into the shoulder roll into the plum flower again. Okay, so that's just a way of combining those two moves to kind of make a bigger move if you want. Alright, so that's that move. See you in the next one.